Greetings. In this video, I would like to share with you some of the features of Big Blue Button and how to use them at Hanoi Bible College. The first thing you need to do is to log in to Moodle, which is at hop.hbc.edu.vn, and then to find the class that you're going to use. And in my case, I need to use the navigation pane on the left-hand side to find my Deuteronomy class, which I will click now. But you can click on any of those links for the class that you want to enter. At the top, you'll see the Big Blue Button icon. It's blue. And you click on it. It should say vào lớp học or maybe enter classroom. So you click on that. And it will open a page where you can join the session. So I click on Join Session. The first thing that Big Blue Button will do is ask permission to use your microphone. And so we choose microphone because we want to be able to speak to the students. And we click Allow. Your browser window may look different. As long as you can hear your own voice in your headphones or your speaker, you click Yes. Now there are several things that you can do. First of all, I'll let you know that there are some options you can change. If you go to the upper right hand corner and you click on the Options menu and Settings, you can set the application language to Vietnamese. And this is just so the students know. I'm just going to show it to you, but since we're doing this video in English, I'm going to click Save. There's other options. You can, for data savings, you can disable webcams or disable desktop sharing if everybody's having difficulty with the connection. But for now, I'm going to leave these as they are. You'll notice that there are several features available to you from the beginning. Now the first one is a webcam. Down at the bottom, you can see there's several buttons. First is the unmute. So if I want to talk and want people to hear me, I'll click that button. And you can see up here there's a microphone symbol next to my name as well as here, and it's green. The next thing is a webcam. If I click on that to share a webcam, I need to allow the webcam, and then it will show me what I look like in my webcam, and I can click Start Sharing. And since you know, most of the time I think students appreciate being able to see their teacher, so we'll use the webcam. The next thing I want to share with you is about what ways you can interact with the students. And there are several things to notice. First of all, on the left-hand side, you'll see a list of users. And you can see my microphone is enabled, and there's a little presentation icon in the upper left-hand corner. That means I'm the presenter. Now if I click on myself, I can mute myself, and then you'll see I have a red microphone symbol with a line through it. And sometimes you have a student who's got lots of background noise. You can mute them, which is helpful. You can set your status. So there are a number of things. You can say you're away, you can raise your hand, or react in several ways. There's also this option in the lower right corner to raise your hand. Now to interact with students, you can use the public chat. You notice this right here. There's a greeting in Vietnamese, and you can say hello, or you can write anything, and the students may interact with you through the chat. So you might keep that open, but if you want to close it, you can just click on the public chat button at the to make your screen larger for the presentation part. Or if you want to share text, you click on Shared Notes, and the Shared Notes feature is really helpful because you can upload content that kind of sticks there instead of the chat, which begins to disappear as the students chat over time. One last thing to interact with students, you can choose a random user. If you select the plus button here, select a random user, and that could be helpful if you're wanting to choose a random student to answer a question. Okay, so next I want to share with you about various content features. You may notice there's already this presentation here. It's basically just the Hanoi Bible College logo. And there's a feature called the Whiteboard. And you can use the whiteboard. You can share it with students if you like. So you click on that button at the bottom, and that allows all the students to draw or interact with the whiteboard. And you can turn that off. You can use various tools. Like you can draw a square. So if I want to just draw a square around the logo, I can do that. I can use a pencil to make random drawings. And just keep in mind when you do this with students for the first time, they may go crazy. So you may want to let them do that, and then you can delete the content so you can continue on. You can change the size so you can draw with a thicker line. You can also change the color. If you don't like red, you can make it blue. And you can delete, or you can do undo if you want to just undo the last thing that you wrote. There's also an option for text, so you can type hi students, and the color is going to be the same as right here. So that is the whiteboard. Next thing is you can upload a presentation of your own. So if you click on the plus button, manage presentations, and then you need to find a file. So I'm going to click browse for files, and I have an old presentation that I used, and I like to prepare it in PDF because even if you upload PowerPoint files, it will still convert it to a PDF. So if you want some control over how it looks, then you can create your own PDF. And you'll see that my presentation is now visible, and I did mine in white so that it would be easy to draw on it or write on it. And you just use arrow keys like in PowerPoint to advance through your presentation. And so that's how that works. But that's one option for doing presentation. It's static. There's no animations. There's no video or sound. And so it's just content, but you can draw on it. So that's useful. Another option that you can use is to share your screen. Now, I have a presentation for Deuteronomy, and I can click to share my entire screen. The only problem with sharing the entire screen is you get the infinite regress of multiple images of the same thing. So I'm going to click on my Brave tab, or if you're using PowerPoint or something, you can use that. So I click on that, and I share it. And here we are. This is my old presentation for Deuteronomy. And so I can then advance through that in my browser or in your PowerPoint or whatever. The one disadvantage, big disadvantage to Big Blue Button is that unlike Zoom, which minimizes the Zoom window and allows you to focus on PowerPoint, with Big Blue Button you either need to have you have to have your browser windows side by side on your screen, or you need to use a second monitor. But anyway, the presentation, it works like that. You can share video, you can share sound, and it comes through for the students. The next content feature is to share an external video. And I made a separate video for that, but let's go to YouTube. And YouTube, when you want to share a video, you need to use the share feature in YouTube. And it's loading a little slowly, but here we go. Let's see here. If I look in my library, if I want to share a song with the students, I can, let's see here. Look at my playlists. Oh, I'm the wrong user here. So let's try. Well, here's a video, God the Uncreated One. This is one of my favorites these days. So I click on this video, and it's a good idea to prepare this beforehand. But to share it on big blue button, you have to click, sorry, a little too fast there. You click on the share button. Click on share and you copy that share link. Then you return to big blue button. Click on the plus button, share an external video. You paste your URL in there to share a new video. And then the video comes in as it would in YouTube. You can adjust the sound to make it softer or louder and control it that way. And then when you're done sharing the video, you click the plus button and click Stop Sharing External Video. So we've covered the whiteboard, presentations, sharing your screen. You can share any part of your screen, so any software, sharing a video. Last thing I want to share is about starting a poll. And this is a useful feature to check for understanding among students. And you can ask a question. So for example, what is the best computer? And you can give some options. A can be MacBook or Mac, Asus, Dell, or a Chromebook, just for fun. And once you create those options, you can add additional items or delete items. Obviously, you need at least 2 options. You click Start Poll, and then as students answer, you'll see the results. And then when you're done, you can publish the polling results, and it will show it to the students. So those are some of the content options. There's one last feature I want to point out to you, and that is the record video. You notice that up at the top there's a little circle here with a red dot and the timer, because it's been recording this the whole time. And I can click on that and to pause the recording. You may see that it hasn't started already, and you can click to start recording, or you can click resume recording. So those are some of the options of features of things to use with Big Blue Button.